Morning everybody, I hope you're all okay. I just thought I'd come on and talk about Christmases when I was little. I was born in 1960 and at Christmas time my mum used to get a pillowcase. We was 4 children, I was the youngest of 4, and she used to get us all a pillowcase and put things in it. Now, when she was little, she said that they'd probably have an orange and a sugar pig and a few nuts and some sweets. Very rare that they had any toys. She came from a very big family, so obviously money was scarce. But what they did have in abundance, it seems, was love. So I don't think anybody was particularly jealous because everybody was in the same boat who lived around them. You know, they all were working class and struggled at times for money. But as I say, they were always looked after, so that was a gift in itself. But when I was little, my mum carried on the tradition. We had a pillowcase, but she didn't put fruit and nuts in or anything. But whatever you had, it mostly fitted in the pillowcase, and it was put at the bottom of the bed, and you'd wake up the next morning and that would be there. You'd pull it onto your bed and go through your things. That's how we did Christmas. My sister, who's about 8 years older than me, and then I've got another one that's 10 years older, and then my brother, who's a couple of years older than me. But my sister, that's about 8 years older than me, she used to, well, one particular year, she collected loads of holly and she put it all on the chimney breast, made a beautiful job of it. When my mum came home, she made her take it down because she said it was flammable, which she was right, but I really felt for my sister that year. But that's what it was like, you know, you didn't have a lot of things. And the strange thing is that, I don't know whether people will be able to understand this, having a chicken for dinner was a big luxury when I was little. And, you know, we'd probably have a chicken at Christmas time and be happy. You know, my mum always fed us all well, and we had lovely meals and, you know, a lovely home as well, and also, once again, filled with love. So that was the gift, wasn't it? Later on, I know my mum always used to have, she always used to buy hyacinths and put them in pots. And I've carried on that tradition. I think very often things that your parents have done or your family have done, you subconsciously carry it on, don't you? I know I certainly do. And some of the things that I've got or remind me of years ago when I was little. And I think that makes you feel comforted sometimes, knowing that you've got things that have been around a long time. I know I do. I feel more comfortable in an environment where things have got, you know, a past. I think the reason I started out with older things was it was a cheaper thing to do, really, to fill your home with bits and bobs. And I got that from my mother because she used to go to house sales. There used to be house sales. So if anybody had passed away or they were moving, they'd put everything up for sale. There was an auction house in Lincolnshire because we lived in Skegness for a year. And it was a long story, really, but my mum needed to get things, you know, to provide a nice home. So the best way for her to do it was to go to the auction houses, and she used to get all sorts from there and really good quality furniture. I think with her working in service when she was a little girl, she was born in 1926, I think it was, So when she was 14, she went into service. So it's almost like being a servant, really, because that's what she was. It was a big family. They had to go out and make money, and I know, you know, most of her wages used to go home, because that was quite a norm at that time. You'd got to help your family, who was left at home, to bring them up. And I think with my mum working in, you know, she worked in a manor house, and then she worked in another very well-to-do home when she was younger. She must have seen nice linens and good furniture, and she knew, you know, what was good furniture. So I think that's rubbed off on me, really. I think a lot of things are really lovely how they're made. But I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about Christmas in the past, what it used to be like. And I know my mum used to boil a ham and then put breadcrumbs on it, you know. It was lovely. So I think that's about it. And also, we always used to have paper chains going from one side of the room to the other, from corner to corner. And, you know, we loved that. You'd get pieces of paper and then just stick them together and keep making chains. We used to make little snowflakes out of white paper, cut them up and put them in the window. It was a case of using what you'd got. So I just thought, you know, this is a bit of social history that I'd speak about. Right, lots of love. Bye.